When the White House celebrated Earth Day last month, high-profile progressives were invited to share the stage.
It is no accident that this president is overseeing the single biggest federal investment in tackling the climate crisis in our nation's history.
The Biden campaign hopes the support of progressive Democrats like Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez of New York and the embrace of policies like those tackling climate change solidifies his support with Democrats in general and young voters in particular. But in a recent Siena College poll, Biden beat Donald Trump by just 4 percentage points among young voters in a head-to-head matchup. Compare that to just 4 years ago.
If you go back to 2020, Biden won in the 18 to 29-year-old age bracket by about 24 points. So a very significant victory.
Part of the reason for the shift, Don Levy with Siena College says, is the economy, which polling shows to be the top issue for young voters.
By 33 points right now, they trust Trump more than Biden as a steward of the economy.
So what should Biden do? We asked 2 high-profile progressives, Representatives Ocasio-Cortez and Jamal Bowman. After weeks of college protests where Biden has faced headline-grabbing criticism from young voters over foreign policy, both were eager to turn the conversation back home.
I think it's making sure that we end this siege on Gaza and can focus on all the issues that matter to us.
We have to do something about affordability, childcare, utilities, housing in particular. And that includes holding corporations accountable.
But these progressives also have a message for young voters. Bowman noted Biden has been receptive when pushed on policy like rent stabilization. He also said, consider the alternative.
I understand your frustration. I feel much of the same frustration. But the former president getting back in will be 10 times or 100 times worse than what we have right now.
And Ocasio-Cortez argued Biden has been effective on major policy fronts, like expanding the child tax credit and making historic investments in climate change. She also said voters should think of the big picture, saying November is about more than just one matchup.
For those that might not be as jazzed about Biden, is it just a matter of this is the better option of the two?
I think to me, it's about our actual legislative goals, right? It's going to require a Democratic House, Senate, and presidency. And I just don't personally think we can afford to wait another 4 years for us to try to tackle these issues.
With summer just around the corner, Biden now has just 5.5 months left to turn more young voters around. In Washington, Kevin Fry, New York One.
Thank you for watching our YouTube channel. Let Spectrum News be your resource for balanced, in-depth political coverage, and click the subscribe button right here. You can also download our app or watch us on TV to learn more about the candidates, where they stand on the issues, and more. We'll see you then.